now needs to be has a service as well as a repair. Initially, it was just if you drive too fast and the train comes off the track, or if you crash into another car on the tracks, you can damage both freight cars and locomotives and passenger cars. I think for passenger cars, passengers used to pay you less for being on a shabby train. Locomotives would eventually just struggle, and freight cars wouldn't pay as much if you used a damaged freight car. But it was really the only way you could damage things was to hit them too hard. So don't try and couple up when you're doing more than 5 miles an hour was the general rule. But now they've introduced wear and tear, which degrades equipment over time. So if you don't put a locomotive in the shed every night, it's eventually going to get noticeable. And the latest patch has added, oil pans and hot boxes, which is basically where the wheel axle connects to the freight car frame. There is an oil pan which you need to top off with oil, and if you don't, once it gets below, I think they said about 50% oil, there is a chance that the oil pan, the box will get hot, result hot box, and you'll be able to tell that's happening because you'll see smoke coming off the axles, and the train's maximum speed will slow down. If you're running with AI, then the AI engineer will drive the train slower so as not to cause undue fire problems. And also it said the AI engineers will, if the train is stationary, wander down the train and just put oil in all the things. Okay, I want to push that button, and that button again, and that button again. So, we just got paid £28,000. This is good. So that's a good thing. They've also improved the sound, so it's not, if you're travelling below 13 miles an hour, you get this chuff chuff sound, and if you're driving faster then you'll get a different chuff chuff sound. They've now got it so that it what's the word for it, scales to the speed that you're driving. I should get back to that at some time. During my someone is stuck. Indeed you are. Seriously? Excuse me. I'll just die here, right?
I think he's sus. Don't you? Oh, why can't I go on it?
So yeah, that looks like it's coming along. I'm taking a break from Railroad. I've been playing a game called Exogate, which is a one-player game that's kind of like Stargate without having to pay anybody any royalties. So you connect your gate to planets, you go explore the planets, you bring back artifacts, you bring back science, and you meet strange alien races which may or may not be violent towards you. And I haven't played that all the way through. That also another game in early access, so there is more to it than when I first bought it. And then that's kind of it now. Well, I've been watching a bunch of War on the Sea episodes or video series on YouTube. What I didn't know, and it's not clear, if you go to War on the Sea webpage, it's not really obvious that there are other maps and campaigns available. There's no direct link to them that I've been able to find, but if you Google for a campaign that you know about, it'll take you to the Steam community page, which has a whole bunch of new campaigns available to it. So that's interesting. Again, another game I haven't played in months because I really haven't had the time. That's one of those games where if I don't get the opportunity to sit down and play it from beginning to end, I will never get it finished. And I'll just end up restarting every time. Oh, I haven't played this for 3 months. I don't recall what I was doing in the campaign I'm in. I'll just restart. So I'm pretty much looking, and my gaming at the moment is Farming Simulator every Saturday, and if I play one other game in the week, I will play one game in the week until I've completed the thing. And then okay, we're back. Let's turn it on. There we go. And I need to get up there quick because it looks like there's a bale that could be in the way of the New Holland. You need to clear that one out of the way. There we go. Okay, he should be good. I will grab this. Check the other end. Nope, it looks like we're good here. Okay, so New Holland is now clear to finish this field, unfortunately. I can't start mowing any other field. Well, we could. Two and three. So what we could do here, I park this here. This has a few more rows to do, then we can start on that field. But I can now
What's his name?
take this one. Copy that course, clear that course, and we can take this off to, it's only 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so 43 and 46. Accept contract, 43, and accept contract 46. Okay, now one of the advantages with doing this is that 43 and 46 haven't been delivered yet, so aren't going to interfere with us completing these 2 fields here.
I go to task.
But we will now start accumulating deliveries on behalf of those 2 contracts, rather than making 20,000 for delivering an entire cart of bales.
Well, I didn't say anything.
You need to defend yourself, stupid. You won't do my past.
Yes.
You
I
Okay.
did a task.
We didn't do the
I did one.
we didn't.
Yes, I did.
We were gonna think mine. We didn't.
Whee.
I did two.
We did nine.
Don't recall where the
Nine.
I did.
bakery is. I think it's just down opposite 65.
Yeah,
Kinda looks like it is.
I didn't you do this.
And cancel. That's gonna take forever to get.
Okay, this is where we normally turn right. No, I think we have to keep
I
going.
wanna make
Oh, do I?
Do it yourself.
I'm going to have to look at the map. I just don't know it. So, we are here. No, we have to go there. What's that one then? Oh, that's the dairy. Okay. Don't need to go to the dairy. We need to turn right at the bakery, which is the next one. I still haven't figured out where yeast comes from.
Go find game. Hide and seek. Yep, hide and seek.
I'm gonna have to Google that. I mean, I'm not in any hurry because obviously we have not got enough of anything to feed through the
Have you
bakery.
not been to the who is the one?
In fact, I can turn in here.
Okay. Oh,
Indeed
so
I
I
can.
think he
I'll
is
jump out. That's the delivery point. This is the thing. So we need canola oil and
It's always
dough and yeast. To make dough, we need that, which takes flour, eggs, milk,
Wait, we can't,
and yeast.
we can't sign up for
So I would need chickens. I actually need pasteurized milk. Ugh, that probably comes from the dairy. So that's a problem. So I can't make bread. Cakes,
Why are we so fast? Look how
takes
fast we
flour,
are.
sugar,
You're so fast.
pasteurized milk, waffles, pasteurized milk, pancakes. See, we could look at making pancakes, but what's that stuff? Soy milk. Don't have any way of making that at the moment. Donuts, pasteurized milk. Sandwiches, needs bread, can't make bread. Pizzas, flour,
It's so fast.
cheese, yes, and tomatoes. We could consider making pizza at some time here. But I need milk to make cheese. Dough, I can't make dough because I need pasteurized milk. Now. Chocolate needs milk. Water. Brioche needs sunflower oil,
And pasta.
flour, eggs, pasteurized milk. We are going to need some cows to make pasteurized milk, just saying.
It's gonna be funny. She was so
So I am going to need some cows. Oh, sorry, people. Can't you walk around the back of that?
Oh, hey, cow.
Well, I guess we'll see what happens when we get that far.
Can you tasks in this game? In this one? How do you know that?
Okay. Oh, that there.
No, you can do real tasks.
Oops. Here's the field I want. So,
I bet you don't even know.
oh, it looks like the baler's finished.
What
That's
are you
good.
doing?
The tasks in the game.
Oh, you
Go in
actually
here.
Yes, you can. That's why it gives you
Course.
right there.
Generate.
No, it's like
Back.
yes.
Cancel back. Go. Okay, that
What time is it?
there is done.
7.
That is done. Engine is off. So I can now run over there.
What was it? Now we're asking. Oh, of course.
We kill that course, we copy that course.
I'm not asking anybody.
I'm not.
I don't even care.
And
Here's your chance.
there we go. So Mo has started on the next one. We will keep this off on this one. Go. I can now kill the copy course, so I don't need that anymore.
Do your task.
Oh, he's gonna go. Stay close.
And we'll collect all of these bales. Now that's a small field. Potentially we will, if we get less than 17 bales between these two fields, that would be a good thing. If we get more than 17 bales, that will be annoying. But still,
Like,
I don't think
don't do
that tells me how many bales we've created this
so you can
time.
hide somewhere. Like in the
Where is it? Ah, no. Stored bales, stored pallets. Years played, time played, bales produced. 120. I did not think that it actually remembered how many bales you produced for contracts. It was just it was just own field stuff. Okay, well, either that's a new thing or it's an improvement. Yeah, or I never noticed it before. I think that's a new thing, which is nice. Okay, what's the time? 10:20. So yes, to continue the story about the basement, they need all of the stuff we currently have along the front wall of the basement moved 5 foot away from it, or at least 5 foot away from it. So we have, there's a bunch of stuff down there that really doesn't need to be in the basement. So we actually cleared half the wall out, which was quite impressive in one session. So that was a good thing. It actually didn't, probably took us about 30 minutes. But that was the end of the basement where we don't have a lot of stuff. Now I have a load of commercial metal shelving that you usually use at restaurants. To store food on. And they sell them at Sam's, so I bought some. I bought 6. And 3 of them fit nicely in an alcove in the basement. And we have 7 alcoves. Not that I can use all of them, because we have the water supply comes in on one of the alcoves, so I lose half of that, and the sewage output leaves through another alcove, so we lose half of that one. And I don't really want to store food where there's the potential of water disasters. So I bought 6 of them, and I think I bought 6 of them. And then I think I bought one more, and it was too big. It was the 6 shelf one rather than the 5 shelf one. The 6 shelf one doesn't fit in an alcove. But in this situation, I spent yesterday assembling the 6 shelf one and sticking it in the middle of the basement, 5 foot from the front wall, and we can actually put stuff that's on the existing shelves on that, and then move the existing shelves away from the wall, and end up with all the shelves in the middle of the room and all the food on shelves where they're not likely to get wet because of rain or rainwater flashing across the floor. So that's that plan. There's a bunch of stuff at the southwest corner which just needs to move into the basement. We need to throw it away, but we don't have time. Or that's not on a needs to be done. We need to clear away the entire front of the basement so that when they say they're ready to do it, it's all cleared out and they can just come in and get it done. They said it'll take about 2 days to tear up the concrete, tear up a strip of concrete, put in a drainage layer, and then cover it over, depending on how long it takes the city inspector to come and inspect the work before they cover it over. But once it's all covered over, that's it, done. Now the sewer area is clean. The water supply area, there's a wooden frame there which has a load of pipe work on, which doesn't need to be there and it just doesn't need to be there. So someone tried to do something fancy and they've ended up with pipes basically feeding back on themselves and looping round, and just no, water just needs to go in one direction. So if we simplify that pipe work, that frame can go away. It's kind of like one computer puzzle where you connect. You've got a series of sort of short lengths of pipe and you have to connect them together, and it looks like someone went for the most convoluted way of connecting them all together so that the water feeds back on itself. Just no. You didn't need a T there, that just needed to be an elbow. And so we've got a contractor. He was out this last week. He's back from his vacation on Monday. Hopefully we will hear from him and impress on him that, okay, we have a task that needs to be done pretty much immediately, but once that task is done, fit us in for everything else. And it's not a big task. It's just remove some stuff. We do not want this stuff here. It needs to go away. Then we'll talk about all of the other tasks that we had him estimate and decide which other tasks we also want to do. But we're not going to have him do as many tasks as we thought. Mrs. Osa is not going to get her bathroom finished this time because basement flooding was an unexpected thing. I think we probably do have enough money to do most of the tasks that I wanted. Drop and reset. Contract on 43 is finished. Contract on field 6 is 75% finished. Okay. So yeah, sometime today we've got to go down to the basement, move all the pantry